crew! How are you all doing today? Today is going to be a little bit of a different stream. We're going to be talking about some black holes. I was trying to think of what I wanted to talk about for today for the beginning of the stream, because today was going to be Galactic Curiosity, or things that are cool that are out in space. So that's how Thursdays are gonna roll. We're gonna start each stream with like a little bit of time, maybe like 10 minutes, where we just talk about something that's cool that's out there. And then I will dive into whatever it is we're playing for today, or what world we're exploring. So I couldn't start this without picking one of my favorite things to talk about, because I think it's so cool. And it is, of course, black holes. So I just, like, it is so crazy to me that just out in space, just like floating around, there's these like giant space vacuums pretty much. Although I don't know if vacuum is the right thing to say, just because they don't like necessarily suck things in. It's just they are so dense with like their gravity that it creates like a well that things can fall into. And it's just like it's so powerful that it just distorts light, which I think is really cool, because what you would be seeing here otherwise is like a ring around the black hole, but because it distorts light, you actually see it going up and like below it. And it's just so weird. Like if you ever look into like how light bends around a black hole and like how it moves, it's just so weird. But I just like, I don't know, I had some facts that I found that I thought would be kind of cool to like talk about. And so I don't know if anyone's seen Interstellar. And if you haven't, oh my goodness, please go watch that movie. That movie is so good, so good. And like the music for it, quit it. It's so good. But I was actually like really impressed by it because they got a lot of stuff really really correct. And like one of those is for example, how I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys. So I won't use examples from the movie, just like definitely go watch it. But one thing that does happen is that time slows down near a black hole. And it's just like because, there's gravitational time dilation, it just as you get closer to this object, it is like you basically freeze in time. And like so if someone's floating out, far away, and you leave the ship and you like go chill in the black hole or go chill near the black hole, then like a bunch of time could pass for them, and whereas like it could be seconds, for you. And I just like that's so like insane. And I don't know, like I was just like whenever I was thinking about black holes, because like back in the day I used to like I kind of like theorize about like what they could be, like was it, or are these like portals to like other universes? Are they you know how can something go into it and then just get deleted? Because like everything we know says that they can't. Like everything we know says that if information enters a black hole, then the information is preserved because like the conservation of energy and everything. So it's always wild to me, like how is it that it seems like anything that goes into a black hole just gets like absolutely deleted. And of course there's like multiple theories, of course. Like one of them is that technically they don't. Just there's the thing that says like once something goes into a black hole, it can't escape. But then I saw that there's like a theory from Hawking that said that they actually have like radiation. So particles will come back out of the black hole. I mean, somehow, like that doesn't, it makes sense to me because you would think something would fall in, but I guess they can come back out, and they come back out as like matter and antimatter, and then they just like delete themselves. So it's so weird. And then like over time, they slowly lose mass. No, literally. Oh, hey again. Hey, Dad. How's it going? Welcome to the stream part 2. It's nice to see you again. And no, that is insane. That's like one of the scariest parts about space, just in general. Like, if we ever wanted to go to like even just Alpha Centauri, right? And we wanted to go light speed to get there. By the time that we went there and got back, everything would change. Like I don't know what the actual like time distance is to Alpha Centauri, but I know it's like basically everyone you know would be either gone or like, it's just crazy. And that's why like these space missions are so nuts. And like even I don't know if you can even get like around it with like wormholes or everything, because they say you can like potentially, theoretically, you can make a bubble around a ship and then like squish space-time essentially to where you zip through it faster than light. And maybe you might be able to get around it that way, but how know? Like I don't even know if that would work. So that's why like all this stuff is so crazy. It's so like to get anywhere in space, you're talking like so many years. It's so many years. But yeah, no, I just think that's so crazy. But one of the other theories that I thought was like really cool is like if information didn't exit a black hole, right? Like let's say it just all stayed inside of it. Then what if, right, that there's another universe inside a black hole? Like what if that was the start of a Big Bang? So just imagine like all this like energy and particles and mass, whatever, goes into a black hole, and then it will reach a point that it can't contain itself anymore, and then it like bursts into another like multiverse or something. So I always just thought that was like really really neat, like those ideas that that's even possible, or maybe maybe it's not possible, maybe it's like something different, but the possibility though is just so interesting. Like there's so many of these just like floating around, having a good old time, have a snack on some stars and whatever. But there's just always all these possibilities. So it was really cool if you actually like want to get into like kind of that manner of thinking. If you look at a black hole and like read about it, and then you look at an image of the observable universe, there's like a lot of similarities. It is so interesting. But I thought that was really neat. Let's see. In one of these facts is possibly yeah, maybe. So like had basically just like imagine an egg waiting to hatch and then just hatches into another universe. And it's just like they're just floating around. It's just I don't know, like that was one of the theories I saw that was proposed, and I just think that'd be so cool because like imagine if like people were able to get to the point like so far, we're talking like so far in advance that they're able to travel into black holes. Like imagine if we could go to like different like universes or like see different things, see different like laws and everything. I just think that's like such a cool potential thing that could possibly happen, but it would be we're talking way in the future. So I thought that was really cool. Let me see. Do it can merge and send out ripples in space-time. I think this is, like, another thing that's crazy because I don't know if it was a black hole that merged. Maybe it was, like, two neutron stars collided, but recently, and, like, whenever I say recently, I want to say it was, like, around the 2018 time. I know we had, like, a huge reading on, like, gravity on the big array that we have, like, the big satellite array. And it's just wild to me that we could just be floating along and then all of a sudden we just detect like this massive surge in like gravitational waves throughout the cosmos. It's just like, could you imagine being near something like that? The the absolute explosion that it would be nuts. But I think that's really cool. And then I actually have like the image. So back in 2019, we actually were able to image the first black hole, and this was like a huge thing because before this even happened, like Einstein, he predicted that this was going to be the case, and of course, with him being Einstein, he was right again. We were actually able to get the or not the AI image. We were able to get the image of the black hole. So it is like, so these are real things, like they exist. People using black holes as huge star sorts. Could you imagine? That would be insane. Like, like at what level do we have to get to that we are using black holes as like, a locker or like, as like, that's crazy. It's completely possible though. Like that would be nuts. That is like, you're essentially like a god at that point. But yeah, so it is. I think it's just so wild that you know, what started off as, I believe it started off as like a mathematical curiosity thing, or like maybe not curiosity, but like a oh, it was like they thought it was like a mistake in like in their math, and anomaly, a mathematical anomaly. That's what I'm looking for. And they were like, oh no, that can't be right, that can't be right, and they're just like trying to do all this like stuff to fix it. And it's like, all right, there's something out here. So this is something, and yeah, sure enough, here we are, you know, all these years later, now knowing that these exist. And so cool. Like, there's, maybe we'll talk about it next week, but like, one of the things I'll kind of mention is that, I don't know if you're all the way, but like the Planet 9 thing in the solar system, they may have actually found it. And that stuff's really cool, but I'm gonna hold on to that one. We're gonna, you know, you guys can do your own research, but we'll talk about that maybe next Thursday, because I think that's really interesting, and that's actually pretty recent that they've discovered some more stuff for that. If you want a really good song that is about black holes, and I'm gonna be kind of nerd out here, there is a song on YouTube, and I do not remember what it's who it's by, so I'm gonna look that up really quick. But there is a song called "Monsters in the Cosmos." Is it out of the cosmos? Monsters in the Cosmos. Symphony of Science, or Melody. Oh, okay, it's Monsters of the Cosmos, Symphony of Science by Melody Sheep. That is like actually a solid tune. I'm not gonna lie. No, I totally get that. Like, that, I think that would be really interesting. Like, if there was ever the possibility of jumping into one just to see where it takes us, because like, what if it is, you know, like, what if it is like the black hole, or not black hole, but like a white hole, right? So like, maybe the black hole's the entrance, but maybe the white hole comes out somewhere else in the cosmos. Or maybe it's again, I don't want to ruin anything Interstellar, but there was a really cool moment in Interstellar where oh man, no, I'm just gonna stop talking. I can't ruin it. I can't ruin it. But really cool moment. If you want to see some stuff with the black holes, yeah. If you want to see some stuff with black holes, I definitely recommend that movie. That movie is so beyond phenomenal. Like, it is easily my top 2 favorite movies of all time, probably. Not that. Let's see. Let me see what else I had on here, because, yeah, there was the Monsters and Comes. I definitely recommend that song. There was a time period for a while, actually, that I got really into the Melody Sheep, like, their song, like, science songs, and it was a problem. For, like, a long time, it was a problem. But I just think they're, like, so good. I don't know. Definitely recommend. But, that is, like, pretty much what I had to talk about with black holes for today. One thing I would like to do, maybe we'll do it in, like, a stream for next week, just because we kind of talked about it today. Maybe we'll pop into, like, a space game, maybe, like, No Man's Sky or something. And we'll go try to find one. I think that'd be kind of cool. Then we could test the theory, we could actually see what happens whenever we go into one. Who knows how they'll handle it. But actually, you know what? Let me write that down. That'd be kind of fun. I want to do that. Maybe we'll do that for Monday. See what games we have that have black holes in it. Yeah. And then once I decide, though, I'll definitely post about it on X, just so that, you know, anyone interested can know what we're going to get ourselves into. But I definitely look forward to that. It's gonna be really fun.